Hi, and welcome to Unprecedented Journey. I'm your host, Jeff Oppenheim, and I thank you for joining me again today. Well, if you tuned into our last episode, you got a chance to meet my friend, Elisabeth Oosterhoff. She talked to us about her journey, writing her first ever book, The Many Faces of Happiness. Well, the episode is one of my favorites, to be sure. She is such a delight, such a radiant energy. You can't help but feel happy. So if you haven't checked out that episode, roll back. You'll see it in the feed here on my YouTube channel. But we did promise you, if you had seen that episode, that we would share a few of her essays from that book. So I hope you enjoy some of the essays from Elisabeth's book, The Many Faces of Happiness.
Happiness is from the spirit. You ask me about my definition for the word happiness. I have a hard time with this word because it seems to be related to something that happens to you, like happenstance. For instance, you're happy because you got money, or you saw a beautiful flower today. I prefer the word joy because it is not contingent on something happening, on circumstances. It's something inside of you. I think real happiness is something that comes from the spirit. It's difficult to attain, but I truly believe in the evolution of man. If you really want something, you will get it. If what you want is good, not only for you, but also for others, it will come your way. Like Teilhard de Chardin said, everything that rises must converge.
I try to have happy moments every day. Meeting new people, learning new skills, or something about myself. I used to decorate my classroom with small motivational sayings. Two of my favorites are, "What have you done today that has made you better than yesterday?" And "Even diamonds start out as coal." I believe that every person has a talent, and that it should be developed, exposed, and shared with everyone. Because if everybody did what truly made them happy and what they were good at, what wrong would there be in the world?
Looking at houses makes me happy. When I drive home at night, I often take another route so I can see different houses. I like to look through the windows, see how they furnish their rooms, the paintings on their walls. I imagine the lives of the people who live there. The other night, I saw a house with a red room, and further down the street, another house that also had a red room. When I used to walk the dog, I would feel like a little spy as I studied my neighbors' gardens and the interior of their homes.
My Chilean friend Marcela and her family had invited my son and me to join them at the beach. Our sons are playing lacrosse, and Camila, my friend's 11-year-old daughter, and I are wading in the waters collecting seashells. When we take a break to drink some lemonade, I interview Camila. She still has a round, childlike face, and when she speaks, you can see her braces. She's wearing a striped cotton dress. Camila, what are the 3 things that make you happy? Reading. I have started a new book called Molly Moon's incredible book of hypnotism. It is really good. It is about this little girl who lives in an orphanage. They have found her in a box. She hates the orphanage because the people are mean to her. One day, She goes to the library where she finds a book about hypnotism and takes it home. And this is how far I have read. Her eyes shine excitedly. Going on the swing set in the backyard. I do that every day once I finish my homework. And spending time with friends and family. I have a lot of friends. We bike to the pool, we go swimming. In the winter, we slept behind my best friend's yard. Camila, what are some of the happiest moments in your life? The day I found out my friend was taking me to Disney World. It took us 2 days to drive there. We had such a fun time, and we went on many rides. Although I was scared sometimes, we still had a great vacation. My trips arriving in Chile every year for vacation are also happy moments in my life. And when we got our dog Bongo. I have some questions for you. Are you happy? She gives me this big smile and pulls up her striped sundress. Yes, because I'm going to the beach. I don't like jellyfish and crabs though.
And here's one of my favorite ones as well. This is from Anna. She's a law student from the Dominican Republic. And she writes, "Forgive yourself." Good lesson. Being happy also entails being able to forgive a lot. And I'm talking about total forgiveness in which you have no rancor in your heart. You also have to be willing to forgive yourself. Well, these are just a few of the words and a little bit of the wisdom that Elisabeth brings to us through her book, The Many Faces of Happiness. And a great way for you to get happy is to get the book. And it's the type of book that you could read 1 or 2 essays before you go to bed to ensure sweet dreams, or a great way to start your morning over a cup of coffee. I encourage you to support Elisabeth in her endeavor. You can pick up her book, and the best way to do that is run over to your local bookseller and see if they'll order it for you. Because even if they don't have it, a lot of booksellers will do that. It's a great way to engage with them, and guess what? You're being part of the community and you're helping small business. A great thing right now, particularly. Of course, you can always order her book online as well from any of the retailers online or from her directly. Once you get the book, I encourage you to come back here, watch, maybe even record one of your own videos and share that with us, but certainly come back and leave a comment for Elisabeth, like, even subscribe to the channel here. I'll also be sharing with you some resources, extra resources, as I often do after episodes, so tune in for that. That's coming up shortly. And until the next time, I encourage you to choose and seek happiness, especially in these times, as we travel along all of our own unprecedented journeys. I'm Jeff Oppenheim, your host. Thank you for joining me. Until the next time, stay safe, stay well.